Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the big ideas that are shaping our world. Today, we're jumping into a conflict that isn't being fought with soldiers and tanks, but with code and competing values. We're talking about the global war for AI ethics.
Okay, let's just pause on that for a second. This isn't some far-off what-if scenario. This is happening right now. AI systems are already having a say in who gets a loan, who gets a job interview, even who gets parole. So the real question isn't if AI is going to make these calls, it's how it's going to make them. And, based on whose rules.
And that's the thing, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's a very urgent reality. Right now, as we speak, there's a global struggle going on to literally write the rulebook for artificial intelligence. It's a real political, social, and technological battle.
And the decisions being made in these quiet rooms, in these labs, well, they're going to have massive real-world consequences. We are setting up the dominoes right now. And how we set them will determine the kind of world we and our kids are going to live in for a long, long time.
Okay, so this gets us to the heart of the conflict. It's this massive global divide over ethics. We're not just talking about one debate in one country. No, this is a worldwide clash of values, a fight over what digital morality is even supposed to look like.
So, when you hear the term AI ethics, what does that even mean? Well, at its core, it's about the moral rulebook for this incredibly powerful technology. But it's not just some academic field anymore. It has exploded into a geopolitical battleground. Why? Because whichever country gets to define these rules first could get a huge strategic and economic leg up.
And you can really see this clash in two competing visions for the future. On one side, you've got this philosophy of just unrestricted innovation. Move fast and break things. The main goal is to develop and deploy AI as fast as possible to get ahead. But then on the other side, you've got a totally different approach that's all about foundational rights. This view says, whoa, hang on a second. Let's slow down, be more cautious, and build in protections for people before we unleash the stuff on the world.
All right, so if this is a war, where are the actual front lines? Well, they're not where you might think. They're invisible. They're on your phone, they're on your computer, they're in the algorithms that are quietly shaping our everyday lives.
So you might be wondering, okay, which parts of my life are we even talking about? Well, this clash is already hitting some of the most critical and personal areas you can imagine.
Just look at these. These are the real battlegrounds. We're talking about who gets hired, who gets approved for healthcare, who a system flags as a potential threat, and yeah, even decisions that could determine who lives and who dies. Should an AI screening job applicants prioritize efficiency over fairness? Should a medical AI try to save money or save lives, no matter the cost? These aren't hypotheticals. These are the debates happening right now.
And let's be really clear here. When these systems make a mistake, the consequences can be absolutely devastating. A biased algorithm isn't just some little technical error. It can ruin a person's life. That's why the term deadly aftermath is so important. It reminds us just how incredibly high the stakes are.
Which really brings us to the biggest takeaway here. What's being decided in this global conflict isn't just about the future of technology, it's about the future of morality itself.
Think about that for a minute. We are literally programming our values, our ethics, our biases, all of it, directly into the code of the machines that are going to manage huge chunks of our world. The moral compass we give to AI today is going to define our society for decades, maybe even centuries to come.
So, this leaves us with one last really critical question. As this global battle for the soul of AI continues, who do you trust to set the rules? Because with this digital and moral divide getting wider every day, just leaving that decision to someone else might be the single biggest risk we can take.